going on, everybody in the YTBC? Quick video, Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn fight looked like it's going to go through. Jeff Horn agreed to his terms today for the fight to happen April 21st. Going to be a huge fight, Terrence Crawford's first fight at 147 will be a title fight against a rough and rugged guy. I mean, Jeff Horn is rugged. He's a tough guy. I do think Crawford can handle him. Crawford will probably box him from the outside, try to keep Horn away from getting close. Use his reach, use the jab, work off that. I think he'll probably stop Horn probably about round 8, round 9, probably from cuts. And Horn is a dirty fighter. I mean, he fights like, you know, like an old school boxer. He's going to get inside, try to headbutt, rough it up. I don't think that's an easy fight for Terrence Crawford, but I do think Crawford's talent will be able to neutralize all the tricks that Jeff Horn is going to try to use in that fight. But Horn is going to probably be a bigger guy. He's really big for 147, so I'm sure he's going to try to rough Terrence Crawford up. Terrence Crawford fights behind the jab. I think he'll be just fine. But that's big for Crawford to get that fight, man, because he'll in his first fight at 147, he'll be winning the belt. And I got to give props to Bob Arum. I know a lot of guys on here don't like to talk about Bob, and you know they act like Bob's the bad guy. But Bob is making moves for Terrence Crawford. He is putting Crawford in positions to unify these divisions. I'm sure he had to pay Horn a lot more than he wanted to, but I'm sure he will, so Crawford can get that belt. Ultimately, I think Crawford wins the fight. I do think it's going to be a really good fight, but that's big for boxing, because I do think Crawford is going to be a guy that's going to try to unify and become undisputed at 147. I don't think he's going to play around. He's going to fight maybe 2 or 3 times a year. He's not going to be inactive, and that's the guy that I know will call anybody out and is probably willing to fight anybody. I'm not sure. I would like to see Crawford fight Sean Porter. I think that'll be a good fight. Ultimately, him and Keith Thurman will have to mix it up. Him and Earl Spencer have to mix it up. I'm a Keith Thurman fan, so I got Thurman beating Crawford, but that's just me speaking from my heart. If the fight came along, I would have to sit down and look at it. Keith Thurman being inactive and having a lot of injuries and blowing up in weight eventually will catch up with him. I hope not, but just me knowing boxing, I do think eventually that'll catch up with him. If he doesn't start to become more active, he should be fighting at least 3 times a year if he's not injured. And we need these titles unified, and we need undisputed champions. That's what we need in all these divisions. Because if you think the heavyweight division, we're not far off. Joseph Parker and AJ are going to fight. And after that, AJ Parker only need one more belt that Deontay Wilder has, or Wilder will be able to beat one of those guys and become unified and undisputed at heavyweight, which is that's a really big feat to do that at heavyweight. But just saw Terrence Crawford has to agree to his terms, which I'm sure he will. So it'll be Terrence Crawford versus Jeff Horn, April 21st. I'm sure that fight will be in Las Vegas. It's big for boxing. I'm really excited. We got some big fights coming this year. 2018 was a hell of a year for boxing. I think 2019 is going to be even better. So I'm really excited. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the matchup. I got Crawford by stoppage, maybe round 8 or 9. Peace.